So we begin with the usual meditation. And then just to we need to establish the proper motivations. So in the beginning of this session, the fact that we recited the refuge prayer and generating bodhicitta 3 times. So this is to really to emphasize the importance or to remind ourselves of the of cultivating the motivations. So each time, which like when we repeat the taking refuge or generating bodhicitta, then we're supposed to be the motivation that we generate is supposed to be stronger. Each time we repeat. So of course, for most of us, we even find ourselves even not properly even generating this motivation even for once. So, but in fact, we have to make some effort and then trying to at least we generate first and then again try to make it stronger by repeating the prayer twice and then even more stronger when we recite 3 times. So trying to every time we we recite the refuge prayer or the prayer for generating bodhicitta, so trying to remind or remember the meaning of this prayer that we are reciting, and so in this way, we will be able to gradually we will be able to develop more understanding of what is really mean by taking refuge and also the in terms of our practice, what we of actually generating what is mean by generating bodhicittas. Yeah. So in a way that the practice that we do on a daily basis, so this is all like preparation, preparing ourselves to face the death, and also to be able to perform the practice even at the time of the death. So it is indeed, we will be able to practice even at when we are dying, if we become very familiar with the practice. Then with the familiarities, then it becomes very easy, and so therefore, for instance, even on a daily basis, if we really become familiar with the taking refuge and general bodhicitta and so forth, and developing very good understanding and really be in a position to put into practice. So, and then it will be in a very minimum effort, or without any difficulty. So then even at the time of death, we will be, we know that we cannot. Death is not something that we can actually prevent it, nor the not necessarily we can prevent the some sort of fear or concern about facing the death. But at least we when we face the death, we will be in a position to put this teaching into practice. So the thinking of how our spiritual practice would guarantee us like a better rebirth, or to at least to prevent us from falling into lower rebirth. So when thinking of that, then the really what is that which really the enable us to find a better rebirth, or to prevent falling into lower rebirth. So that real cause is the some sort of the practice, spiritual practice that we do, such as taking refuge. So therefore we have to understand that the true refuge or the true protection is the Dhamma practice, and that which is something that we have to it get the Dhamma becomes a refuge when it is cultivated within ourselves through practice. So whatever the practice, Dhamma practice that we do now, or in these lifetimes, so does also have some the impact on our future rebirth as well. So this is to say, like for example, in this lifetime, if we put Dharma into practice by, from right from the beginning, in terms of like relying on the spiritual, perfect spiritual guru, like relying on that properly, and also to putting into practice the advices or the Dharma instruction the spiritual guru give to us. Then if we put into practice, and then this Dharma practice we do would leave a imprint in our mind, and as a result, so not only we reap the benefit in this very lifetime, but so as a result, even in future life, it is due to our practice, proper practice of, for example, properly relying on the spiritual guide in this, then this in future life also, then we will be able to find the perfect spiritual guide, and not only that, then because of our following the Dhamma practice in this current life, so as a result, as an imprint of this practice, then even in future life we will find the perfect Dharma, and as well as the find the like a spiritual friend. So therefore there is and especially particularly the Dharma that we practice now, if we trying to rather than the practicing out of a very self-centered mind, but rather than that, if we think of the reason why we practice this Dharma is to to benefit other being. So if we include this kind of motivation, bodhicitta motivation in our practice, then that is also then become serve as a cause to find the Maya and Dharma in the future, and also to be able to sustain this the bodhicitta practice in future life as well. Yeah, so so if we follow the practice in this way, then we can see some like a progress along our path from one life to the next life, and such as like how just as how fortunate we are to be in this very lifetime to meet all the great good conditions to practice to follow the spiritual practice, and as well as we take this make good use of all these conditions. So if we do that, then how then this as a result of this practice, then how this would make the results in the same good condition in future, and in fact even we would be even find ourselves in a more better positions and better conditions, and our path, the practices that we have done here, so in the future even we might even develop further. So therefore there is the possibility of making a gradual progress along the path. No. No. So reaching closer to each life, reaching closer to achieving the state of Buddhahood.
down go long. Now live closer. And next time you go down, go. And Sikasa. Latter man, you long. This kitten, they go, this body in go, and there. But all next life are much better. Another life much better. I continue with this. Chitty, Tate, and Malabas, case, they are Tate, they in each other's or Temo ladder, that's on there to there.
Yeah. So it comes down to making the good, the optimum use of this perfect human rebirth. So which you all have learned a lot in the past. Yeah. So now we continue with the meditations.
yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't know you just gonna hear when they are saying you will see you come out of a shast, teach it, Sandy, just less, if one do I think it's so live, they watch him, she said, sending yours like this, send you hundred to see come out of a shaggy, teach it, she the Sandy, nearly shaggy is and the money, go to it, that's what you that's something to have.
So when we engage in practice, so it's important to get it right, right from the beginnings. So that's why it's really important to ensure that you establish the motivation. So which is here, it is the motivation of bodhicitta by cultivating thought of wishing the state of Buddhahood to benefit all sentient being, and then thinking, then cultivating thought that I will then or that is why I listen to this profound teaching and shall put this into practice. So just as we discussed in one of the previous sessions, so it's very important to focus, on this, how important it is to get the right motivation right, and as we look into the motivations, the content of the motivation, then see how it shows why we are practicing, and what is this practice for, and then also reinforce our intention to put this whatever we learn into practice. So, as part of cultivating the motivation, so when we have been advised that we should, that I shall, when it says I shall listen to the practice and then shall put this into practice. So when you look into this, there is a reason that why there's I shall listen to practice, then I shall put into practice. So, which is the reason or the indication is, or the advice or message here is that simply listening or studying is not enough, but we have to follow it up by putting it into practice, and therefore it is also saying here that in order to reap the full benefit of the Dharma, so we not only we have to study, but also put it into practice. No. Okay. Towards the end of the last week teachings, so we talked about about overcoming the subtle singing and the singing, and in order to overcome that, so that the text shows you various the practices or the strategy to overcome that. So then there's somewhere it says then if we despite all the various the practices, various applying various means, if it doesn't get rid of, then then we might have to leave the object, and then even in order to overcome these singings, then even we can refresh ourselves by even sprinkling some sprinkling water over the face. So even this can also be find it helpful. Yes. And so we after doing this, and if still we cannot get rid of this singing, and then the text guide us how to now guide us to applying some techniques whereby we can forcefully removing or the display dispelling the mental thinking.
That there is that's the Gojari that there is a mania here, then Gojan did that. Also the Ninka, and the money theatre, Ninka, and Rose, Ninka, Gabriel, no Babasa, the play of a sing young in it. Running the red, Rungi Ningatara, Rungi said, Get Gabriel, no Bajpa, Santo Garet.
So the next the method to overcome the thinking is also the explained in the text. So whereby you imagine your mind in the form of like a white light at the at one's heart. No. 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 No.
Lolo na pata get correction merega madera get no buying ke abuka kasisi pasanto.
So let's see your mind in the form of like a light, like a flickering bright light at one's heart. Yeah. So you can stay focused on that for a little while. So as much as one's possible, so trying to seated in a very good meditation, and then focus on this one's mind at one's heart, one's mind in the form of light, and focus on there, and then with as it's mentioned in this text, then with the sound of peck, and then imagining that this the one's mind in the form of light then the moves up and through once the crown or the tip of one's head, then it's like a shoots up in the sky, and imagining you can this light pervades the entire space. Yeah. and then the imagining then that it in fact then dissolved into the sky, into the space, and become inseparable from it. Yes. So this one's mind in the form of light, then as it leaves from one's through one's the ground, and then goes up high up in the sky, and then become inseparable from the space or the sky, and this imagining this is said to be very effective in removing this mental thinking. So this same technique of the visualization is also said as very effective to overcoming any problems related to one's mind, such as some mental very serious mental stress or mental unhappiness and so on.
Semba Machiba, Semba Shiboya, Minister, that in his own, she was sent out in the HM, the 10 days. That Masana, that today change that she must take it. And that day, Abu Choro Santo show out Rosega, Gabo, Nincadalo, Santo, Pet, said Petia, Shusinoya, then Nonga Tombo, Nonga Twan Dressons, Yo gonna, Abu Santo show out that.
Beside that, there's also another imagine whereby as you breathe out, you utter the word like ha, and continue the ha. Repeated that as you're repeating the same word, the letter ha, and then imagining all the unhappiness and with the outgoing like a breath, then all the mental unhappiness and the stresses and anxiety all also goes out.
They get cabo, wrong, get cabo, second of Bacha, cabo, there's no kind of pay the Rosé get cabo, she's in tennis, non cottage, Chinese, but no cotton dress, and then you go, and don't know, ha, take myself, ha, you take, no car, no car, Denny, the got some said that the gonna passing that's on there to see. I think she has a favorite. I did in myself, I didn't know. He had almost afternoon. I did myself at any dog, teacher, then you come. She never go out there, then see my tribute get it out. That's it. I said she had myself, that's my treasure rested.
So at this stage, the instructions given here to overcoming this mental sinking is you implement that without actually taking break from one's meditations. So as mentioned earlier, so in here, so initially you imagine your mind in the form of like a white light at heart, and really focus on that, and then no, focusing on that for a little while, and then then you utter as you utter the sound letter like a peg, and then these lights, which in fact is one's mind, then goes up through one's crown chakra towards the high, towards and it pervades the entire space and become inseparable from the space. So this technique is said to be effective in overcoming mental sinking. And then the other, not only in this, we can apply this in this calm abiding, but also we can also apply the same technique in generally in fact you can repeat this technique in other time to overcoming, also say this or very effective in overcoming some the stress, and unhappiness in the mind, and also, like as we said before, with the uttering of the letter ha. So you actually breathe out, and then with the outgoing breath, then you imagining that all the problems also leaves once.
Ni said, me by Casalasa, said Tibi Nombache so. Yeah, say it, that's death going this. She has said, me by it, Niji, how come got Niji. Say a man to the galaxy, said the Mates to the galaxy, Tinisilla, Nombache, the soul, they say it in Tagores. That's how and see. Sun, that's it, and then the Dutch man, there you come on down, but she would say, sun draw, sun tossal, Yoshi, Yomba, and tossing Yomba, sun tossing Yomba, draw at them. Pensapa, chop, Pensapa, there is a said Jaitu Yama, Tenipa, and then de la ba, chigita. Shina, Pena, she has said something, lying with I, he jet any bar, Nipapa, Juba, Ejeba, Ejet any Newman the Shepatat, and there was some there to ya. So, despite the applying this technique of forcefully removing these sinkings. So if this sinking still doesn't leave, then it says that then one can take a break. One should then take a break from the meditations, and then. What one need to do, then need to try to look into the take into consideration of all the certain causes and condition of this mental sinking. Why this? What brings this? You look into the causes, which
brings about the mental thinkings. So as you check, so some of the causes can include like the fogginess in the mind, and also can be sometimes be sleepiness, and then some you're feeling very heavy, and some like a thick in the mind. This kind of feeling or image in the of heaviness or thickness in the mind. So in order to get rid of these causes which brings thinking, so it is in this Lamjam text. So it is advised that then one should take a walk to a place which are like a cool bit, cooler in terms of like a climate temperatures, and also to take a walk into some higher place which gives a very wide and open view, and also like a washing one's face, and so however when one do all this, engage in all these activities. So however it is important, that's still important to keep the mind within oneself, rather than the completely your mind being completely distracted by various thoughts. So having tried this kind of method, and then if you are successful in getting rid of all these causes, immediate causes of the thinking, which brings the thinking, then it says that then one should then go back again to the meditations, and then to specifically then where one should apply this the antidote of the call, like which is called like the mental factor, which is called applying the antidote. So one need to the applied or
yala onan rotocha on tela ias ba tishul fan ro ona fan roto thana de tnil son dogel de ngene ra tra de se tnil son che tona de ngane go jang ke je phembo shera ngene yore geba se geba tha se ga se je ne mi ba ma sho wa che mi te la mi te ma sho wa se i ma de Mete Mashavede, Shu Jin on a sort of condition, Chayela, said them Rotocha, on San Rot, the Nick, Horacian, the Nick, the Legarilla, Adem Androna, Rotona Chegre, Gabachan, I tell, there shuna, that there Gabat, there shuna, send Retabi Shay, which is a happy, Zato Shahas. But there's a there's a sad art, Suna, there's a try. There's a Tombora, there's a try, this year in Boston. There's a Marty, Regina, Mamma Nojima, Nena, they are put out nation. So she has. I do check that my penas, That in the channel tattoo, that is said, Mibama said, you are the red and satisfaction to us. In Pemba Maja, in Anna, that's really rapid, Gabashu address, that Yambo Tet, the Nisian song Tet on the Tadate, Gaba Maitaro dead, then Gaba Rabasti, or rest, and last year.
So the when there is a fault in the meditation, then you need to apply the antidote called the antidote of applying the antidote, and because if you don't apply the antidote, then that is the fault that becomes one of the fault of the meditations. So and now so next then the text goes on about the excitement, and especially the subtle form of excitement, and like when this arise, subtle form of excitement arise when you lose, when you lose a part of your like a focus on the object, or the part of the retention of the objects. So it's of course it's important that it's something that one need to find in one's own like a meditation practice. So where how sometimes you can you know that there is your mind is actually focused. There is a focus on the objects. You still it is still holding on the objects, and however yet at the same time it is not, the mind is not completely there on the objects. So it says that that's the indication of the like a subtle form of excitement. So where in which the mind is still, the part of mind is being distracted, or waver off or wander off from the object. So now it says here that why this occur is because maybe because there is because the way you hold on or you retain the object is too tight, or is too, there's a bit of like a too tense, there's a bit of tensions there. So therefore obviously the solutions is to gently really loosening the hold of the objects, all the apprehension, like which in Tibetan called zintang, and zintang is like apprehensions of the object, loosening or relaxing a bit of this apprehension of the objects to overcome that, the subtle excitement. And then it goes on, you try that, and how, and then if it still doesn't go away, the excitement doesn't go away, then it says that then there is a likelihood of that excitement to then becoming from subtle to like a coarse form of excitement. So the coarse form of excitement arises under conditions where there is little bit of too much like a pleasure, in our mind,
Yeah.
or to joy, pleasure, or some there's a bit of excitement of something in our mind. So that because of that, there's this element of our pleasure, experience of our pleasure, that it brings this coarse form of excitement loss.
The guy then say guy ji sheba yimbi che ga chewa mashas. The kind of young sense that they say Tanjania legend. Then can't you say it? Jenny, country and can think alive said that Vashimuchi Gawain. Not Tinny, she has the sense of there's a gata teacher and given you and then you got you. You just say she was a gotcha, record in the chocolate room. She answered that Vashimu say you want Tanjania can't you yet? Country man can't yet take a corner, country or guess in the time. Dumbal Chatumasham, younger, younger, mother. Tell about Lord God and Hato, Shavati was a one. Can't you say yet a tegger? Tars and near card and the near teacher and the news and going to turn a other bishop. Yapuzi was at ever yard then say as that say as that any she on the marsh or that we bought got to teaching what they give us a lapa. I got the issue of the middle of the chinchin got chili got cheese and the chimney machine. I change got chair massage. I did.
It's just maybe a little bit of pleasure is enough. It's okay. So too much pleasure is not good. But anyway, in here, we're talking in terms of the meditator's experience. So in early on, we learned that how the meditator, in order to overcome like a mental sinking, then then there is a practice. There's a stage where the meditator then engage in the in reflecting on the precious human rebirth. Just trying to thinking. How wonderful, how fortunate one to have found this precious human rebirth, and then also such topic like thinking on the beautiful qualities, excellent qualities of the three objects of refuge, and so forth. So there's a lot of early on, the meditation has uplifted the mind, to the height of the mind, and brought this lot of probably positive, feeling with this reflecting on these kind of those topics. Now, of course, those people who are not really familiar with these topics of even meditating on precious human rebirth and so forth. I mean, for them, it won't happen. They won't experience much. But in fact, someone who is really familiar with this topic, and then not only just in terms of learning, but also in practice, then it says that as a outcome of such practice, one can even physically feel like as if how when you are very hot temperature, if you throw some water on your face, how you feel. It's so refreshing. So meditator can actually, somebody who's so familiar with this topic, then when they engage in this meditation, they can feel that. So perhaps, however, now in this stage, when the meditators face the challenge of overcoming the excitement, then there is a possibility that there's a bit of residue of in fact the over pleasure of that the previous meditation, so which might be interrupting in here now in terms of not being able to or getting rid of the excitements. So therefore, now the
said my shoe in the that said the Azete. Say Azete ala Guy Jetani something, said the Savoyon saying, that is Shiaseni says Shuni, said Azete, Guy Jetani said that there are gotten say me by Pugan she says. Sancha Yat Tajet, Sancha the Laying Ward, then the Gapa said, sent Toton, Gapa Lego, get Rayada. I said, Hacho Gotcha, there said, got there and Tondros and teeth and Gapa shooing Yena, the New York. I get to my share, so is that 3 is that Gapa Tomatica, Gapa Tomatic, Gotcha Machine says, Hacho Gotcha, said on Tondroni, Gapa shares, Hacho Chem Massage. That is that the need to tell you the such a Magubas, a money for it, some matron and do that. So my matter, that Gaba Mata loss of by Hella Shepish, show a shot, that is the petty, the petty Magia chair.
So in here as the reason why there is the one the find this the excitement even a coarse form of excitement is because there is the one's level of like pleasure is too high, and so therefore the remedy is to now one have to do something to bring that down so that it doesn't, so that the pleasure this doesn't brings the excitement and which is a form of which is interrupting one's meditations. So therefore it's just down the way. There's a quote from the essence of the middle way, things by Viveka. So where there's advice on the the engaging in the meditation on like impermanence and so forth in order to overcome excitements. Say ya gabo regana mataba sente se ma shugo yindwa hwalan dini dingwan ngesalan dini dingwan yel so se ya gabo te ma shun dogin de sa atin son ten hon dong dia te re sho che ta sa yin jin yi a jana ba so hwala yin jin ne ne da yin jin la shi bo shi dini jana so ga res ta te ma se na ta gaba te ta se 제타 다들 노도 현대 다들 러치모는 뭐바시고야 노도 취체와 인용아 미바 샤바다 샤데스 당연히 다다 되니 제나요 나나 다들 제는 뭐세나 개바세사스 제사 다 노도 취체이 제는 인용아 미바 샤바 다샤 아스에 와도 못 되는데 So the essence of the middle way, where it says that the one pacified the excitement by directing one's mental attentions on impermanence. So as said here, so the meditating on impermanence of the things, have some effect of one's mind in terms of lowering the excitement and lowering the spirit, mental spirit of mental spirit. So and beside that impermanence, then also if one think of the topics such as the misery or the suffering of cyclic existence, and particularly lower rebirth. So these kind of again, we have to we talk about this in terms of those who are really very familiar with this the topic of this what's the impermanence. What is impermanent is how the momentary changes, moment-to-moment changes of things, and familiar with the understanding of that, as well as have some familiar with the meditation on how things are transient, and they're subject to change, from moment by moment. So someone who's familiar with that, and as well as familiar with about the misery or the suffering nature of the cyclic existence and so forth, then when they engage in this meditation, then they would immediate and would have a effect, or the natural effect of really calming one's mind down, and in a sense here particularly, then if there's too much like here we're talking one of the cause of the excitement, gross excitement, is because our the mental the spirit is too high, or there's a lot of the sense of pleasure in the mind, joy or the excitement in the mind, and so therefore, however, when you contemplate or meditate on this topic, which of this of nature of impermanence and so on, then it has this the immediate effect of lowering the height of one's mind, and in fact discouraging one's mind, and through this, when you get discouraged, then that kind of also diminish the excitement. So in this way, as you can see how for if you are familiar with the various topics of the Dharma, then how is all this you can utilize these in this in the meditations for cultivating this single-pointed concentration. And then it goes on saying that, however, if one could not, overcome this the coarse excitement, after trying these meditations, then the next method which is explained here is to forcefully now removing the excitements. So which is to the like breathing, for breathing meditations. So which is said as particularly very effective in getting rid of all the like disturbing or conceptualized thoughts. So in doing this breathing meditations, so also one simply focus on the incoming and outgoing breath, and but fully aware that with the thought that the breath is going out and coming in and so forth.
단단히 거다가 반도 치는데 아니 단단히 맞다 이제 반도 세용소서 자선이 이제 와봐 정하지 않는들이 선도가 선발라 위 파트 위 파트 저서 이거 콜로선 제지 치그래라 너는 지도 기제 내가 판을 저선 때 친진데 근데 서제를 좀 맞아요 온라인 뭘 많이 얘는 서서서서와 알아 서 저절이 맞잖아. 얘네 이런 거. 그 판로 제가 레시피가 쓰려던 가도 세네서 깔리콘데 로서야 빼땡겨. 얘네 대전 로고게 저기 종 인저 종네 돈버서 저절이 맞춰 좀라 언니지도 다데 갈래 돈버지 판로 친저서 종가자 서저제 여자를 내마다가로 내게 야 들리 내마다 어디 제가 자야 마다가로 내야지 다 되네지 야 영화 되는 아 되더니 들들 세는 로보다 유건들이 다 예고봐 정하자 안들이 영어를 정하자 영어세 이제 판로하자 로컬 영어를 정하자 세 제내 안 되는 거가 다들이 대자파를 저들이 세짓 윤로 예지들 메데 세짓들 메바들이시 다 레벨은 디노 세나도 뭐 토바이센다 세나도 뭐지도 아 저세이 세나도 뭐다 세나도 뭐 조바세는 센저가 되대 센조보다 세나가 많은 용어라 방도 되는데 이게는 야분도 안 될. 어디 자기보다 뭐 맞아 찌면서 만내라 이 써도 가는 애는 내가 되더니 용 코로나 미리라 파세 근데 제대로들 대리 마타노 라인 선반이마 드리니 봐지 선바지 근데 제비드니 이제다 대리 다시 순차될 때니 야야야야야 보면 대리 내 마타와지는 이제 내 마타는 되니 말라 내 안다달래 용 말아이다 좀 대도인데 야부도 와지 마타 좀라 인내지도 좀세 인내도 된다지도 예지서라 세 마예바 주탄나지는 세네 덤베지도 체 인이 있는 거지
So it's talking about how to do the breathing meditations. So so for the breathing for the breathing meditation, so the it's important that that one initially one as one direct one's attention or the focus on the breathing, the breathing in and out. So to as one focus that, so just to make sure that the both the incoming and outgoing are both are very become very even, and the flow is also very natural, and then then eventually then one trying to concentrate one as one focus, one also think have the awareness that the breath is going out, and now the breath is coming in. So it's like that's like a one round, and then again breath is coming in and going out. So it does says here in this text that initially, one won't be able to do more than maybe 3 or 4. But however, for many of us, even if maybe even 1 or 2 initially, it's it shows it's not unless you train your mind, your concentration. Otherwise, it's not easy to keep to retain the focus on the breathing continuously for it says for more than 3 or 4 times. And so however, if we do this, so in fact, if we initially, let's say if you do up to 2 or 3 times, and then if you lose the focus, or if you're no longer able to retain the focus, then you have to repeat again from the round 1, and and then again you continue, and so even and then say you repeat this same meditation over and over again, and then it says here that then if eventually if one is able to maintain the concentration, like a single point in concentration without any distractions, up to like a 21 rounds of breathing, then it says here that is the sign of reaching to the first there's a mental stage, or called of the 9 mental mental abiding. So the first mental abiding is reached once one is able to do this single pointed concentration on the breath for 21 round loss. So however, if one find it very difficult to maintain or to retain the focus, then it is advised that one should not push oneself too hard. So rather, it is better to take a break of the meditations.
Pembatora, dead Pegum, the Wagene, that was a Tomboja, Tomba Pembatone, yeah, Tunga, Yagos, Pembaton, here to do Gongoret, yes, in the watch.
So if the excitement doesn't go away, despite all the effort that one make or various method that one applied to overcoming that, then it says here then one should take a break from the meditations, and then one should should then consider to start again or commence meditation again by many, like a very short sessions. So when you begin that, so it's also important that in the beginning of each session, it's important to start with a good and a very strong motivation or the intentions for the meditations.
Godo chena nada zunje shepa kaches na gojare pa rama tambon ta azuja de na azuja tin che de na ra seabu manya je yero de azuja de de jima pa goja san thwa de de thwa so de jima said ma shen julu de wa ju zhuo se tin yong ge re yi da na go de je ne cho ches Gola Goyabu, Tangandaji Ganga Letum, Troches, Chibatas, Godeji Troche Chibata, Godon, General, Zonjeji, Sheba Gaches, Zumboja, Kazumo de la Soa, Godo, Zonje, Zumi Banjabada, Kachevares, Kanya Pena, Kazumosa, Mani, Jena, and a Jason, Tuayon, Gata, Genera. Many call a garbing on a party shares on a chitore, said Gano, Yungurva. Then the Goja said Gano garbing on the head, Jazz and Jama, then Goja, Gano, the Garon, repeated young Dua, Shena, Tuanga, Taj, and Sana Sat churches, Sana Sat, Masana, churches. Savoya Boyana did a letter about church journey. And the rest, Masana Goyabo Sabo Machina, Mother Taro, there's a church, Masa, Jana, Yungo Mares, Tadu, each other, Tuesday, Tana, Gona, Leba, Yambas, Tan Soja. At there's Tananga Gona is a Yabu San Dios or the 18 Soja. This guy let them Yabu Dios. Jason, Gonian Deva, Troy, Denny, Chibi, and I see their gomba ledges that Masana churches. I do you was a Masan churches, but Masana, and La Asuchi, the Jess, Nasois, Jira, Masai, and Tony, Sabo Machana, Masa, no churches, that has a thing, Jason, Gonian Deva dance. Troy, you attach the goba legends. Masa and Jujada, Masa and Jujada, Tatu, Chichito, Chichito, Masana, Chichito, Chichito, Masana, and then La Astro the Chicho, not swings, not Tada, Majata, as you like that, Kanga, Sel Kanga. Jason, Masai going in Jude. That one was like to Masada Pacha, Masai Gona, Jason, Masai and Tony, the Shude, Jana, Nash, Tenchu. Losing like that. those are not just better. Got the pursuit of the teacher. Ni rotation, ni maintain the wrong sandy, judging the mice at this part of the coach was shoes. The Serena got the pursuit of the there's your mom also in the world. Call by the sushi the one torture, shooting one torture, you might test you. The Tana Tiva, taking you thought, yeah, Troy, Tanya, the Jun, Jury, the second Gomba legis, that Tiva Jan.
So to so we have to the reason why, so we it is suggested, it is advised here to shorten the meditation session is so that you don't get to too bored or with the meditation practice, and also it is said here that you have to you want to finish or the meditations or take a break of the meditation in a point where you are still enjoying. So and it will still encourage you wanting to even to continue the to do this to practice again. So at that time you have to leave at that term, and so as said before, so it's important to in the start, even from the start of the meditation, practice, one have to cultivate the intention to that one will do in a very to make it the time frame, even it is something very reasonable and very suitable for oneself. So we have the mention in the past, and maybe in several occasions, how if we push ourselves to do meditation for a longer period and try very hard, and then eventually we get because we get so frustrated, and then we may try the meditation again, and again it will end up in same situation, end up in frustration, and as a result of that, then eventually we would, even as soon as we see the meditation cushions, you get very sick of it, or very you begin to hate and feel very lose interest, not interested in that, you look at that and say, I'm not interested. So that's why it says however, it says that it's important to finish on the right time, so you be more not only you enjoy while you're doing, but also inspired to do it again and again. So again, you heard the same thing in the past, how if there are two people, and when they parted from each other, and if there's if they parted on a very good friendship, close, intimate and very good friendship, and then they will be when they meet again, we'll be very excited to see each other. However, at that when they parted, if there is some
get a happy time,
yeah,
never go around time. Our time can be very happy.
Yeah, if you parted on some resentment and some hatred, and then of course you you don't want to see each other. So therefore the text says here, so we don't important. It is important that we don't push too hard in terms of if in a meditation practice, if we are lacking the good focus, then we not, again, we not, or lacking a clarity in the meditation, we don't force ourselves to the point that we get so, completely exhausted with the meditation practice. So, so otherwise, so essentially, what it's saying that if we very likely that if we finish the meditation in a very negative, frame of mind, and then we will not only we would lose interest to do the practice again, but still, and even then, if there's no interest, and again we force ourselves to do the practice again, and then it's very likely that we will again end up in the same result, which is a very negative state of mind, a negative frame of mind. So, like this in this text, so there's mentions the story of one lamas who Laonos. Okay. Lao. Laos. Ma de tenda ta de tu se so. Ah. Ning me tu se de. Di lao ma so. Ah. Ke da jiksu da ning me tu la lama ji ge de rang ju tu. Te ma la. Lao. Te ka da bi su so. No. Ka de zhong lo na ja de ka da bi su so ma ya le no ra la. Nyemi te ne ru jin di ma ye jin di ma is ne ko xue xue lu xia che. Te chen de no ma to. Te so ni online no ro te ga ti te le te ga xue no ma to. Te pe je te xia de ma de. Los. No. Ta le ba go de le ba de si ma ja to. No. Ti to din do. So we so it's very auspicious and also very beneficial or effective to conclude or to finish the meditation at a point that whereby you feel like you wish that if you could do a little bit longer. You wish you wanted to do a little bit longer, but it says that you got to stop there. Yeah. Manda she boy this is the rina lang there. She boy think I this is the rina yapun the spet it is on that initial. I think I tell the yapuration there so that you check this time they come on the letter. This Panegra, the Kazin, Tangana, Senate Temporary, just said, and let them on under she gets she let I was sure I think she was. So perhaps we can also apply this to our just in our mundane life situation where if we're having a lot of fun, then it's saying here the message that we got to stop it where the fun is still continuing, and we wish it stay a bit longer. Little bit more time. Little more time. Very happy. Some not have too long. So happy time. Little longer, better. Even there. Need I longer meditation. Maybe concentration good thing. That's I let them weak she on the air about she wanted to give on the jail. I was here and the teacher. So she was on tennis, yes, on tennis, 7 dear law continue get here that they go near Gigi and Jacob said I. The morning on the gorge at the other Martina, Jology shows that on the Gigi Jatom, Ilama Zandro take it. Rata, Yanagan, the little Goya upon the ring was Chening Gomata, or Jolo Condosar. Jichambal, the Nissan to go Maja, so she Tanya Chindo, go jacket, and look at Chenny Jajijatom, the open the taste and water. Gone to see, don't I? To the zone, she had the Gany, Masha, but that is just an Abashian, Gazi, she go jar the tenny.
đó có thể luật dẫn chỉ cho có tháo cái chuyện đó lẽ thầm vào cái chuyện cái rest đó nữa.
So we are talking all this in the context of some those who those who wanted to achieve a single-pointed perfect state of single-pointed concentrations, and this as we have found out that the main obstacle for this achieving the single-pointedness concentration is mainly these two, the thinking and the excitement, and which both of which are so easy to arise in our mind, and or in another word, it's extremely difficult to get rid of, and even to recognizing them is very difficult. So therefore, when we talk of this single-point concentration, so we cannot achieve that unless we completely overcome these two, the thinking and the excitement, and so that's why when it is said here to cut the duration of the sessions to a shorter period and so forth. So these are all the recommended for the beginners, for meditators, and so for those. So as we already know, how difficult to getting rid of these thinking and excitement, and then how if they are not careful, then they can be meditating, or they're thinking that they are making progress, but in fact what they are meditating is just this twofold, which is the thinking and excitement. They're just sitting in there, and so won't make any progress. So therefore, for beginner, it's recommended to have a shorter durations. But eventually, or afterward, once you achieve the state of single-point concentration, then at that point, then there is no problem. We completely one have completely overcome the thinking and excitement, and so therefore there is the capacity to sit in meditation, as almost like effortlessly and as long as one wish. So what's important is the main the technique, or to achieve this calm abiding is as this is what we are learning, which is really based on the writings of the great masters. So where we see that the technique is the applying the 8 like mental composition, the 8 like a composing mental factors, so which are we also call as a 8 antidote to overcoming 5 faults. Yes. Okay, that's all for tonight, and if some of people could bring the tea in, thank you.